What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American here today to react and learn about a Norwegian video called Beruset, jente, ligger, gummibåt full av vann. I don't know if I said that right, but this translates to drunk girl lies in a rubber boat full of water. So, I'm not exactly sure what this video is all about, but this video has a lot of views on YouTube, and I think it involves the Norwegian police. So I thought it would be interesting to take a look at what this video is and just see how everybody handles this weird situation. So let's take a look. Oh, wow. Okay. Springing into action.
Bare løft den her rett opp, ellers er den på innsida av den.
Ja. Hun ligger i en båt nå.
What?
Vi ser jo da straks over bryggekanten at det er en jente som ligger delvis oppi.
What? What? Wait a minute. Why are they blurring it out? Is she dead? Is it a body? No, because the title says it's a drunk girl. A drunk girl got into this boat and it's sinking. This is very confusing. It's like being thrown into like a random mystery and you don't know what's happening. I guess this is kind of what being a police officer is like. It's interesting seeing the Norwegian police respond to this. Is this blurred out because she's naked? She's naked, drunk, alone on a little boat that's sinking.
Hun ligger i en båt nå.
Ja. Vi ser jo da straks over bryggekanten at det er en jente som ligger delvis oppi en punktert båt, en punktert gummibåt. Så hun ligger med halve kroppen oppi den båten da. Hun er jo tydelig bløt, så...
So she's passed out. This is very dangerous. Just looking at this again, if she rolled into the wrong position, her face could easily go under the water. She could easily drown in this situation. This is actually, I thought this was like gonna be kind of like funny or something. This is like pretty serious. She could have died. I know in Norway, I've heard that Norwegians like to drink, to go out and socialize, and who? How crazy does it get in Norway with the drinking that some girl ended up passed out in a boat halfway in the water naked? How does this happen?
Det er veldig viktig å få opp og ut av vannet så fort som mulig, fordi hun vil da bli nedkjørt veldig raskt i vann.
Yeah, get her out of there.
Jeg hopper oppi, og så skal jeg holde her.
Få den her rundt da.
Ja.
Oh my God.
Ja, en må oppi.
Får du til å ta hendene dine rundt den her bøya her, tror du?
So they're just working
Får du til å ta hendene dine rundt den bøya her? Får du til
They're just working on how to get her out. You know, something that's really cool about this is instantly, just watching the Norwegian police spring into action, their demeanor, and they're just so respectful and so, like, on it. And taking this very seriously and just working to help her. I feel like in the United States, sometimes our police are not as professional or not as well trained sometimes. Like, there's some parts of America where if they found you in a boat passed out, they would like be mad at you. They'd be angry or like upset or laughing, and it's really nice to see the Norwegian police taking this very seriously and they're just working to help her. That's really cool to see.
Du er så røsa og forfrossen.
Okay, right. Nei, kjør.
Ja. Viktigst å få ambulansen litt fort her nå.
It's also nice that there's some female police. I mean, I don't know what the ratio is like in Norway, but in America, it's very, very rare to see women as police officers. In a situation like this, where there's a woman who's kind of vulnerable, it's nice to have that.
Ja, men få opp først.
Get her out of there!
Ja, det prøver å ta i.
Wow.
Ja, bare pass på kanten.
Ja, 05 bryter inn. Få ambulansen kjapt ned hit 2-0.
Okay. Wow, they're getting an ambulance down there. They are on it. They're on the ball. In America, if there is a drunk person getting help by the police, in America, if you heard them calling the ambulance, you'd be like, no, 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 no. No, don't do that. I do not need an ambulance, because here in the United States, an ambulance is going to cost you like $1,000, even with health insurance. You're going to pay a lot of money to get an ambulance. So that's a big difference too. Like, if this was an American, they'd be like, no, don't call the ambulance. I'll be fine. Because most Americans don't have $1,000 for an emergency like that. In Norway, I guess you don't have to worry about that, which is really, really nice. There we go. Get a blanket. Very good.
Vi får jo opp på jenta her fra vannet før ambulansen kommer til stedet. Og da er det viktig for oss å starte opp så tidlig som mulig med å få varmen i henne. Og da blir hun lagt på pledd.
I mean, everything the Norwegian police is doing here is just so awesome. I'm really not sure American police would treat this situation the same. It might have to do with that here in America, there's so much more crime, and there's a lot of violent crime, and the police officers here in America have to deal with a lot of really difficult, dangerous situations. So I think that makes them a little jaded, a little less, like, friendly and accommodating in a weird way. But it's just so nice to see the Norwegian police are so sensitive and getting a blanket and calling the ambulance, and this is exactly how it should be.
Jeg ble også tatt av det verste blaute klærne for å få tørt inn på kroppen.
Skal vi legge ned mot deg, Tonje? Da har du hodet.
Ja, vi gjorde det. Ja, men nå kommer ambulansen. Ja.
There it is. Oh my gosh, it's interesting. The Norwegian ambulance is so different from an American ambulance. Like, our ambulance are very, very box shaped and white. And this is like a totally different color.
Når ambulansen kommer til stedet, så har jo de med seg litt bedre tepper enn oss. Et varmeteppe som de legger rundt da, for å få varmen i så fort som overhodet mulig.
Yeah. Is she okay?
Ferdig.
Is she?
mer på overkroppen. Jeg må bare ha hodet. Så vi får henne opp i...
You know what? I didn't even realize. For one thing, maybe they're blurring her out to keep her privacy, because I don't think she's naked. But anyway, she might be experiencing hypothermia. If she's been laying in that boat all night in the water, passed out, she might be freezing sitting in the water. She might actually be in a lot of danger, not just from drowning, but from like hypothermia. That's why they're so, adamant about getting the warm hospital blankets on her. Look at how many police are here, by the way. This is for one person. Like, in the United States, they would never dispatch this many people to help unless it was like an emergency. But this is an emergency. But there's like 10 people helping her. That's amazing.
Skal ta av disse plettene, for de bløtt.
Wow. That's awesome.
Når vi ser på området her, så er det jo ikke noe gjerde eller noe, så det er jo veldig lett å ramle ut i kanalen ut i elva her.
Yeah.
Akkurat i dette tilfellet så mistenker vi at hun har tatt seg ut i vannet på egen hånd.
Ja, supert. Dere var sånn her, da. Ja. Ja. Flott. Patruljen kommer og henter. Kjempefint. Takk for
Okay, I think that's the end there. So they think she went out there on her own. I don't know if Norwegians, if you like to get into little boats and go out on the river and drink on the water. It does sounds like fun, but it also seems very dangerous. You fall asleep in your boat, it pops, runs out of air, and you start sinking, and then you're almost dying. And it's awesome somebody reported this. I also think in America, there's a big problem where people see crime or people see people in trouble. And a lot of Americans don't do anything. A lot of Americans don't call the police or just think, oh, that's not my problem. Somebody else can help. So it's great that somebody reported this poor woman who needed help, and the police got there and was able to save her, and nothing terrible happened by the look of it because everybody did their job and took it very seriously. So this was an interesting video. I wasn't sure what to expect. It just said drunk girl falls asleep in a boat, and I was like, what? I don't know if this is common in Norway, but really it's the police and ambulance response to all this. That was very interesting to me, and actually really, really cool to see how this all works in Norway. I think it's awesome and something we could learn from, actually. So I quite enjoyed this. Anyway, if you enjoyed this as well, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on anything that happened in this video. That'd be cool to hear about from Norwegians out there. And if you're interested in more videos like this, me reacting to Norway, learning about Norwegian culture, and seeing things from Norway I've never seen before, feel free to subscribe for more. And until then, thanks for watching, and see you next time.